Okay, my dear students, that means the online class has been arranged by the Bodoland Income Television. Okay, and I've been invited, I'm Kamalakantari, have been invited to discuss the English. Okay, now I'm writing the third one. Okay, third one. See, lastly, I have used this very word, lastly, okay, lastly, the subject of active voice. Active voice is sensed or is put, is sensed or is put at the place of object in passive voice. Okay, passive voice. So the subject form, what is the subject form? This must be sent to object form, the passive voice, and it is put at last, at the last position. Now you see here, the object or agent object or agent is preceded by passive voice. The object is preceded by what? By preposition, by or other appropriate preposition. Appropriate preposition. Okay, this mostly by preposition is used. The preposition by is used, but somewhere in some cases, what relating to the verb, according to kinds of verbs, different prepositions may come. Say what? Please hear with. Okay. Deal in. Okay. Like this. Different prepositions are used, but very less in number. Okay. This is the third law, third rule. Okay, let's proceed to our exercise. Okay. Okay. Now see, yesterday I told you that in case of voice change, only 3 kinds of sentences are taken. That means only in case of 3 kinds of sentences, these voices can be done, or voice changes happened. Voice change is possible, not in other tense, say optative and exclamatory. Okay, now see. Now, firstly, assertive sentence. We're going to assertive sentence. Okay, assertive sentence. A sentence of 3 words: subject, verb, object. Subject, verb, objects. I play cricket. I play cricket. Cricket spelling C-R-I-C-K-E-T. But some pupils or students do not know the spelling of football. Let me write football. Okay? Okay? Football. In fact, I don't play cricket. I play football. Foot, F-O-O-T, then B-A-L-L. Someone may write this single O in place of double O. Here some write single O and some U. Use U. For double O, they use U. Okay. Now see here, subject, verb, object. 3 things are here: subject, verb, object. Later sends the sentence into passive voice. Okay, passive voice. You see here, according to the first rule, what is the first rule? First rule ama kasauta dongkai nongsa, ha? Ang subong na hago. Nongsoto bidi bawana. Nosor jabai सेंग्रासा सिख्लासा आंथ' बोरायबाय गतिके आंनाव आलजाइमार बेमारा हमबाय आलजाइमार is attacking me. Let's see. Football, from object to subject, you write this: football. football. Now, yesterday I wrote this, that an appropriate form of be verb. After writing object at the place of putting the object of active voice at the place of subject and passive voice, we should put here an appropriate form of be verb. What is the appropriate form of be verb? Am, is, are, was, were, been, being, be. Which one? You see, according to the person and number of the subject. Person, and it depends upon the form of be verb, depends upon the subject and person and number of the subject, and the tense of the main verb of active voice. Here you see football, football, third person singular number, and here the main verb in active voice play, it is in what? Present indefinite tense. So it should be here, what will be this? Is, because it is third person singular number, it is present tense, so be verb must be is. Football is. Now the main verb, what I told you yesterday, after writing be verb, the past participle form of the main verb, past participle form of the main verb. So place main verb is played. Played. Football is played. Football is played. Football is played. Then it is what you see. It is first rule. First rule. Second rule. Second rule. Then third rule. Third rule. What I have given you today. Okay, third rule. What? Subject of active voice turns to object in passive voice. Okay, it is placed. Subject of active voice is placed at the place of object in passive voice. So I is subject form. Its object form is me. Let's see, me. Then you see, before this, we should write a suitable preposition. Here it will be by preposition. Usually by preposition is common. Football is played by me. Now you see, subject turns to object. Object. And here, this preposition, by preposition. Preposition. Okay. Now, in grammatical language, we cannot say this object. Though it is subject form, we cannot say this object. According to English grammar, it is turned. It should be turned as agent. Agent होननानैसो बुंनांगौ दे agent. Agent आरो जाय मावग्रा. Agent माने जाय मावग्रा. बे. Okay, let me write another one. बेहायबो आरोबाव मोनसेल' माबाखौ लानोसै जोङो मोनथाम सोदोबनि मोनसे सेन्टेन्स आरो मा assertive sentence आरो मा past tense लानोसै एबार past tense दे आरो सिरियेलि जोङो present tense आगोल खालामो बिनिफ्राय past tense खालामो आंनिहाय नोंसोरनो बे मोनसेल' सेन्टेन्सखौ past tense आवबो खोन्थानोसै She wrote a book. मोनब्रै सोदोब जाबाय मोनब्रै बे आर्टिकल सोथ' subject, verb, object. She wrote a book. She wrote a book. Okay, what book? Let us write here. Novel. You know novel? Novel. She wrote a novel. She wrote a novel. Now turn into passive. According to first rule, this object to be put here at the place of subject as it is a novel, because it is noun only. A novel. Pronouns are changed. The form of pronouns are changed, but not of the noun. It is novel is noun, so it will remain the same, a novel. Now, what is the second rule? It is first rule. What is the second rule? According to second rule, what should you write here? An appropriate form of be verb, considering the person number of the subject. A novel is third person singular number. The tense is here past tense. So, what will be the be verb? Was. Let's see, was. Not the main verb in past participle. Written. A novel was written. A novel was written. Then she, from subject to object. The object form of she is her. Her. This. Put full stop here. And what should you put here? Before the object, what should you write? An appropriate preposition. Right? Here also by preposition. Mostly by preposition. Okay? A novel was written by her. This. So, object to subject, subject to object, then be verb, then the main verb in past participle. Now you mind, here in active voice there are only 3 words. She wrote a novel. I have joined here, okay, a novel. Then you see here object to subject, subject to object, but here this be verb and this preposition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In passive voice, generally in passive voice, especially in English and passive voice, the number of words are more than the number of words in active voice. Okay? Okay? You see, the main verb must be in past participle. But main matter is that here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 words here. Additionally increase these 2 words. Was means be verb and preposition. In passive voice, numbers of words are more than the number of words in passive active voice. Okay? You should mind this. We should mind this. Again, you see, whenever we have to turn back to active voice, then these 2 should be deducted. These 2 words should be dropped. Let us see this. Let us see this. Let me write this sentence. A novel A novel was written. A novel was written by her. A novel was written by her. A novel was written by her. Okay. A novel was written by her. Subject, verb, two verbs, then prepare, then object. Now, what told you here, these two words should be dropped, must be dropped whenever we turn back this sentence into active voice. So let us drop these two. Now, again apply the three rules. Okay. This her object to subject. Her is object form, its subject form is she. Now, was written past indefinite tense. You write this main verb, this principal verb or main verb here. Only one verb will be here. Okay. Was written past indefinite tense. And was written is in passive form. Its active form is wrote. She wrote. Now turn this into or put this subject at the place of object. A novel. She wrote a novel. This. Okay? We should apply the three rules. When we change a very simple or short sentence from active to passive and vice versa, that means from passive to active, we should drop these two words. Okay, we should drop these two words here. You see, 1, 2, 3. This. Okay. Now, what I told you, besides by preposition or in lieu of by preposition, we have to use other appropriate prepositions. Okay, other appropriate preposition. You see this. She. Okay, another. He knows me. Only three words: subject, verb, object. And tense. What is the tense here? Present indefinite tense, simple present tense. Now let us turn the sentence into passive voice, applying the three rules. Me turns to subject, I. Okay. Now, an appropriate form of be verb, considering the or according to the person and number of the subject in passive voice. I these subjects, these pronouns, person and number should be considered before going to write the be verb. It is I, first person singular number. So, and tense, present. So, we should write am, the be verb am. I am. I am. Now, the main verb should turn to or written here, should be written here in past participle form. No's past participle form is new or non. Non. New is past tense, but non is past participle. I am known. I am known. Now, I am known. Now, what? This subject to object. He, him. He is subject form, him is subject form. And what is the rule in the third rule? We should mark that the object or agent must be preceded by a preposition, usually by preposition. Let us write here by. I am known by him. When we write this preposition here by, then the sentence will be wrong. Okay, mistake. So what should we do? We should think that what is the appropriate preposition is followed. The verb no. Yes? No is a word which is not followed by preposition and voice. Okay. Then what is this? We should mark I am known to him. Mark this. These two preposition, not by preposition, two preposition. Okay. We shall discuss this one by one. I've just shown you this one. Okay. Let us go simultaneously, present tense and past tense, not future tense. Okay. They repaired. Oh, no. Here, a little difficulty will be here. Okay, a little difficulty will be here because they is considered sometimes as unimportant or vague subject. So, we should write here what? They read the news. They read the news yesterday. Here you see method of adverb of time. Method of adverb of time. Okay. Method of adverb of time. They read the news yesterday. See, here subject, verb, object, but one word is increased here. It is adverb. Okay, what adverb? Adverb of time. What time? past time indicator. Okay, past time indicating adverb of time. Okay, later change the sentence from active voice to passive voice. This adverb of time, adverb of place doesn't come in the front position, only the object. So object is here, the news. The news, third person, singular number, be verb. You see here, yesterday it is past time, so read must be read, past time. Though spelling is same, but we should read this as read. The news, third person singular number, the news, and read in past tense, so be verb will be was. The news was read, the main verb in past participle. The news was read by them. Now the adverb of time in the end position, it will remain the same at the end position. Yesterday. Okay. Yesterday, yesterday. Tomorrow, tomorrow. Today, today. It remains the same. Not that means unlike narration tense. Okay. It has sense. You see here, subject, this, to, object, this by preposition, and this be verb. Okay, verb. Okay, my dear students, today we have no time much. We have another duty, so we should stop here. We should stop here. So let me stop here. We shall meet you again. We shall meet each other again tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.